Are you
I'm
live?
going.
And you gotta push start on that.
Oh, we're live. Oh, God.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Amanda Munchie's here. We are on The Bud Show, and it is season 2, episode 12, goodness. And we are on session 2. Those are a lot of numbers I gotta get out. All right, so super excited. We had a great break full of conversation. One of the things we definitely were talking about was our medicine and what's in it. And I don't mean like THC or CBD. I mean like mold. So obviously that's always an important topic of conversation when it comes to medicine, because again, this isn't just usage for fun or anything. Even then, it shouldn't be bad for us like that. But obviously, if we're using cannabis for medicine, we certainly don't want it to be moldy. So those are important things for us to be talking about. We are super excited because I am. Maybe I shouldn't speak for everyone. There are lollipops here, which I was told I can eat one, which I'm so excited about. So I'm gonna say for me, I don't know why, but when I do like anything sucky, when it comes to any type of medication, my throat tingles for some reason, which is so weird. Do you know why?
Yes, I do know why.
Please tell me, because I don't think I'm allergic to it because I eat different medication.
Basically, what cannabidiol is it's an irritant as well, because it's a vasodilator, along with THC. Correct me if I'm wrong, internet, anybody else over here. But if it's tingling a little bit, it means it's working.
Oh.
So that's a good sign.
Yes.
It tingles a little bit. You feel kind of a tiny buzz. It means that it's working.
Okay.
So that's a good sign, especially because you're using your buccal system or your sublingual. You're using sublingual and you're absorbing it that way. If you can't eat edibles, this is the best way to be an edible wise to ingest your cannabis if you don't want to smoke.
It didn't just happen like that.
Yes, it is. It is the best way.
Ooh, same thing. I love using this, and I used the last one I got was it was a coconut one. Yeah, I used a coconut lollipop one. Yes, I want one. Thank you.
Thank you.
I used a coconut lollipop one, and I put it in my coffee. I had lukewarm coffee, and I chopped the top of mine off, and I dropped it in my coffee. It was beautiful, and I basically infused my coffee with your lollipop.
Nice.
And the flavors was amazing.
Lollipops with the flowers on it. Yes. We do all that, but we do regular ones too. People tend to forget that. But it's okay.
Well, this isn't regular. I mean, this is just...
Yeah, but this one, I'm like, you know what? I love that Sonic, the slushy. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe because summer's coming, so I'm like, kind of worked with it. And this was... I'm still going to work on it a little bit, but I think I pretty much got it. So, if you guys ever had one of those. But I made it sour. So I did throw sour. There was some citric acid thrown
It's like good, though. It's not like too soury.
No, it's that perfect... Get that.
It's almost like a lemonade, like a little punch.
I could take more sour.
This feels like a margarita.
Well, and with that feeling, and then the CBD in it too, and that's invoking that,
That's
and
THC.
that's
Deliciousness.
It's THC. Huh?
That's THC.
Wow.
You're like,
What just happened?
Oh, hang on.
No.
So this is always great when we can really talk about products that are out there in the industry, so people know, again, totally different ways to medicate, from CBD in your baked goods to THC or CBD in your lollipops. So there's all different ways that we can medicate. There's CBD water, right? I mean, technically I could probably take this and put it in a water, right? And shake it up.
I have had one patient about half a month ago. It was actually the end of his life, and his daughter asked me for some, and to relax him the last week or so of his life, and we were honored to be the ones, and she got some of our lollipops and diluted them in the water, and he was very comfortable for the last so we felt great. We felt great, and then I was like, it gave Ian an idea. So I'm like, hey, so I actually did that for like when I make them. I'll have like the spoon sometimes hard candy gets real hard,
Right.
so I'll get some water and I'll just leave it in there, and then later on I'll have a little
Nice.
Drink, so I don't waste, you know, and
Yes.
that's for, yeah, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that gave me that idea. I didn't even know that. She's the one that told me she did that. So
Wow.
I was like, oh, interesting. She's like, yeah, I soaked him in some water and
That's
he
what you're
was drinking it because that's all, you know, he was just able to drink stuff. So I was like, wow, that's awesome. Like, great.
It's
That's
so good,
Yeah.
too.
It is.
That's
It is.
great to know.
Awesome.
This is delicious.
Especially
Yes.
in water, because I put mine in coffee, so not everyone can
And
drink
that's-
coffee.
And
Yes.
which one did you put in the coffee?
I put the coconut one. I put your coconut
You know,
one in
and
the
you know,
coffee.
we have one that's gonna be coming out soon, and I guess I'll let you guys know, even though we don't have it. It's actually been an idea, but I know I'm gonna
Chocolate.
have it out. A chocolate lollipop.
Ooh.
Not chocolate like actual chocolate, but chocolate flavored candy.
Wow. Nice.
So it's gonna be super yummy.
I have more of these. These taste like I taste like
I
I'm
only
eating a
brought the
margarita.
4.
This is really good. I totally concur. This is really, really good.
Yes, it is very good.
Yeah, so
like
if
one
you
of
like
my favorite
Sonic,
flavors.
It's
Ocean
gonna get me
Water
in
Breeze.
trouble.
It's the
Mhm.
coconut,
Like super
lemon,
trouble.
lime, and then I threw that little sour soap.
And you
But
It's
yeah,
so
that
good.
slushy
The
is
sour
the blue.
is
The
amazing.
sour is amazing.
Like the
And
sour
Nice.
makes this.
Woohoo! That's so awesome.
Super
I'm so
good.
glad you guys like it.
Well, thank
This
you
is
for
great.
sharing. I mean,
Oh,
cupcakes and lollipops.
Yeah,
Oh
because these are the
my.
first time I made these ones too. So
Thank you. They're delicious. So we can find you again at the Women Grow event coming up.
Yes.
Women Grow event coming up.
Okay.
We're
We
gonna
can
be
find
at
you-
Pink Kush as well.
Okay.
We'll be at Pink Kush.
Yes, pink kush, or you can have
but our
pink
stuff-
lollipops.
I don't know what I'm
Ooh.
A
gonna
pink
do.
version of these.
Oh,
I'm not
that'd be dope.
sure.
Put mica in
I
it.
do have watermelon flavor lollipops.
Jamaica?
Jamaica would
Oh,
be
yeah.
so good.
We are working on a
my
Jamaica
favorite.
flower lollipop along with mint and some hemp leaf lollipops.
Oh.
Sounds good.
So it's gonna be really, really good. A lot of stuff going on.
exciting.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm so glad you like these ones.
And then you're also at, again, the Hemp Wellness Market, right?
Yeah, Hemp
Which
Wellness
also has our
Market.
good buddy Donnell with the Coffee Co. Who
Yeah.
we super love.
His
So.
coffee's so awesome. But yeah,
It
our
is.
muffins are there.
Coffee's
They're
good.
always
Okay.
talking about the
But
lemon poppy seed muffins.
Can we talk about his coffee real quick? So have you guys had his coffee?
No, I have not.
All right,
Oh.
so I'm just gonna speak some real shit real quick. So I love my mom, and I pitch CBD products to her all. Like, I mean, I've sold her. She believes CBD is great. She loves Basso Botanicals, you know, much to what David was saying. She also loves Hemp Farms. We're definitely educating her. But I had told her for a while, like, I gotta get you a bag of this coffee. I gotta get you a bag of this coffee. And I had said it, and I'm a horrible daughter sometimes because I take forever to send stuff. But then when I send it, I'm usually pretty good. So I talked to Donnell at the last Hemp Wellness event, I think.
Okay.
Well, maybe not the last one because they do quite a few.
It
but
was.
It was the last one.
yeah, so I talked to Donnell and I got 2 bags and I was super excited. So then I put him in my closet, in my little walk-in closet, to like see him every day to remind me to send them. And my closet is reeking of coffee beans. And I don't drink coffee, by the way, but it
That means
smells.
all your clothes
Oh yeah, I
and
mean everything,
stuff.
but it smells amazing, right?
I'm
So I'm like,
sure,
yeah, but
yeah.
it's a good reminder. So then I get called out of town, and I said to my daughter, look, I need you to send this package to New York. Like, it's really important. It cannot stay here any longer. I want them to get good, fresh coffee. Get this to them. So she's like, all right. So she sends it. Long story short, my mom gets the coffee. She starts looking it up a little bit. She's like, do I make it like normal coffee? I'm like, yeah, it's normal. Just you can't hurt the coffee. Just make the coffee, right? I love her. She just doesn't
make
want
the
to,
coffee.
doesn't want to mess it up. She's so
Yeah.
cute, right? And so she makes it, and she's like, that coffee is amazing.
Nice.
I was like, oh, you like it? She's like, oh, yeah, we like it. Like, she totally loves it. So,
And she shared. with somebody.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
of
she
course.
knows people that live with her, and I'm
Got
trying
a
to get her to
friend.
share with my grandmother. So it's just, you know,
That's
I was telling her in
awesome.
advance, like, it's not bitter, and I don't even really like coffee, and I like the coffee.
I tell him that all the time when I go there because I go and make deliveries, and I was like, "Oh, can you whip me up something?" And I'm like, "I don't drink coffee often. It's just once in a while." You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, give me something cold and good. And he's like, "All right, I got you."
teas, the lemon.
And he'll hook you up
yes.
with something, you know. And it's really good.
Yes.
I'll never know what he gives me, but it's something with chocolate and coffee, mocha, something.
Right.
Yes. Donnell is great.
It's
The
good,
Coffee
it's
Co. We
delicious.
definitely.
Makes me want some right
Yes.
now.
Have you've been there or no?
I've been there, but I haven't had. I've had meetings there.
Well, now you know it is
a great
definitely a
place to have
spot. Yeah.
meetings, isn't
Yeah.
it?
It is.
Yeah.
It is a
Yeah.
great
Uh-huh.
place to have
Yes.
meetings.
And like
It's my
yeah,
favorite
chill.
spot. Like, it's the first thought, too, of, like, where's a meeting spot? Oh, yeah, let's probably go to Hemp Wellness Market.
Yeah.
Every time I go to, and there's always people
spark
you
up
run
a
into
joint.
that, you know,
Yeah,
you're like,
hey,
how's it going? So you're there for
and
like
it's nice to have a
longer
place where you can medicate if you want to. You don't have to. There's a professional area, right? So it's definitely always nice for sure.
It is.
Yeah.
That's
And
cool. You know, there is always somebody there. Like,
Yeah.
Several people. Last time I think I got like 3 or 4 little bundles on my way out, and I was like, well, I just went to do that, and I was there but it was because this cannabis community is awesome, and we all know each other, and it's great. And, you know, all of our energy is just great. So.
Yes, and the majority of people within this industry support each other, which is also amazing. Like, it's so good to hear everyone talking about everyone in such a positive way. I mean, we believe that cannabis creates community. Literally, it's one of our hashtags. So we believe that, but we believe that means that, like, it takes us coming together in that movement, you know, and kind of putting stuff to side. So, like, the fact that you cook with CBD and you do shampoos with CBD, like, or even if she was cooking with CBD, like, there's enough people out there that are going to need to consume CBD. Like, there's no way you can take care of them all.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so we
There's
need to
plenty of
be...
patience to go.
Yes,
and
yes,
there's plenty of
yes,
patients
And plenty
yes.
of different elements that people are suffering from too.
Yes.
That,
And different ways people need to medicate, right? Like,
yes.
I'm going to be honest. I get migraines occasionally, and I feel like if you had,
Her
like, a mobile, you could
shampoo
come to
thing,
me
right?
and do that. Oh, my God.
That
Like,
would be
oh,
amazing.
my
Her
God.
finger massages on your head are amazing. Like,
And I only say come to me because when I have a migraine, I'm not driving anywhere.
Well,
you know
of course
what I mean?
not,
But
because they're
And that'd be
debilitating
yes.
an
sometimes.
amazing
Yes.
service to even
Yes.
incorporate in. I mean, if you haven't already.
yes.
Oh yeah, I have.
Because, like she said,
I don't know how
We're
far you are
working
from the
on it.
house,
We're
but I
working
might be
on it.
calling you to see if you want to test that out on me.
Well, and I've been thinking
And I know a
about
lot of people I could even send your way that always like, oh, I get headaches and this, and it's like gotta be something.
Absolutely.
I know somebody here.
Mm-hmm.
fantastic. I mean,
Oh my
I'm
God.
just playing with making my own shampoo line,
Yeah.
and
which is
perfecting
great,
it.
and perfecting it. But if they're willing to have me sample it on them and give me feedback on how they felt or how it affected them,
Looking
or
for testers.
testers.
Volunteering
I know, it's
everyone
just
in
like,
this
I'm the first
room.
I volunteers tribute.
Yes, yes. I mean, Amanda Munchies loves to
Mom.
test all products.
Mom.
Send them my way. We could do it on air. You could do
Yes, we
it.
can.
Oh my gosh, yes she can, and
You
it's
can do it
so
in my-
great.
I have a private,
that would be
individual
cool. Oh, yeah, we
private
do.
suite, so I can actually physically shut the door, and it's just whoever's in the room with me. That's it. I'm getting a
You can
fan
get wine,
installed
too.
that can
I'm.
pull.
I feel
the
like I'm
vape.
gonna be very inappropriate and might get pillow talkish because I might be moaning if you were like massaging my head.
Oh yeah, that
And
happens.
That
I'm
has
literally
been known to
happened.
happen. I've
You
had
better
to
keep
shut
that
my
between
door.
us.
Yeah.
Do you get people to do like angry stuff too? I've heard people like when like regular massage, like some people get mad or,
Don't do that. Don't do this. You're
no, like they're like releasing, right? Because you release, you know, tension and stuff like that. Like
Do they
don't get
angry
any, like,
release?
Oh, those
like,
anger
oh,
noises?
yeah.
Like they're
I
lifting weights?
Well,
Like
my
sounding
clientele I've
mean.
had for probably, I would say, 19 years, 20 years here in the Valley. So I've had a lot of them that have moaned that probably should not have appropriately moaned that way. But most of them, they're
can't help
relaxed.
it.
And
I mean,
they're
that has to make you feel really
It
good.
does,
Like when
it
you
does.
hear a
'Cause
good
you know you're,
moan.
like,
Yeah.
hitting something.
Yes.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
job.
good moan.
Job done.
What I like though is it's not the moan that I like. It's the relaxing. You feel their
I
Their heads
feel
just
that,
relax.
yeah.
the stress. You feel the tension
Pillow
go.
talk
Every
every show.
Ah. Yeah, past all of that, I 100%
That's
feel
cool,
it because
though,
I
'cause,
get
like,
them.
like,
I
you know,
specifically are like she'll spend an extra couple minutes on me,
I never
and I'll
looked
just
at it
sit
that
there
way.
slumped into the thing, and she'll be like, "All right, Shelly, you gotta get up, honey, you gotta get up."
Yeah.
All right.
Her brother will lay there and let me shampoo.
He'll fall
his hair.
asleep.
And
He'll fall asleep though.
he falls asleep enough to where I can put the wax on and secretly wax his brows, and it's too late.
Oh, that's
By the time he wakes up, it's too late.
How can you secretly wax somebody's?
Well,
He's
I-
asleep.
He's sleeping, and I put the
She
wax
doesn't pull
on.
them off. No. He's awake when she does that.
Yes.
She waits
I put
for
the wax
it.
on.
and the paper, and then he'll wake up, and it's like, are you ready for this?
He's like, Mom, really?
Wait, so how old is he? I gotta know.
He is 25.
I love this. It's such a good
my
way
older
to like
brother.
love/torture your child.
Yes.
As someone with a 20-year-old at home, I often look for ways to do the same. You know, smothering her in hugs doesn't always work, so we gotta come up with other
Otherwise of
methods.
affection.
Yes.
Oh,
I
that's
used
hilarious.
I used to tell my brother was the one I totally disowned for like 2 years. Because remember, I was that anti-cannabis person.
And he was pro-cannabis?
Yeah, I got a job in the cannabis industry, and I had to make a lot of apologies.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel like you're not the only one. I feel like a lot of people come over to the green side and realize that
Share
Yeah.
with others.
that it's not it's not the dark side they thought it was. It's a beautiful green side.
Exactly. And in the 90s, I actually had cannabis plants growing in my basement. So
What?
yeah, I did.
She's like, Mom,
Yeah.
Mom.
we're live.
I mean, I
I mean,
In the 90s.
you've got to understand.
there were lots
honey,
of
I'm
parents who
50
honestly, there
yeah,
were parents
true,
who
true.
had the closet or the room in their
and
who were
yeah,
growing
I
a
don't
couple
doubt it.
plants.
And
Like
I
they
look
weren't
at-
big drug dealers. But
Yeah,
they
and
were
we weren't. We weren't.
growing a couple plants.
You literally
know,
wanted
I
your
mean-
own stuff, and it was cheaper.
You have rheumatoid arthritis.
And when we talk about testing, by the way, none of that shit was tested.
Oh
right?
gosh, no, it was.
No, right.
Well, we had some inside and outside, and what we
Yeah.
fertilized outside, we had fish tanks in the house, and we had rabbits outside. So
Yeah.
that's the stuff that we used. We
Wow.
didn't use pesticides or anything like that.
Wow.
I'm
you
learning
didn't get
so
that.
much right
It
now.
was all
So
100%
So wait, when you say
organic.
fish, when you say fish water, can you help me out?
Fish, I had
Oh yeah, aquaponics.
several fish tanks.
Okay.
In my home at the time, and
Okay.
when I cleaned them, I would take the water
Okay.
when the plants needed water and would take it and water them
Huh.
So
with the rabbit pellets and the water and the nitrogen and everything that it needed. It did very well.
fish poop, bro.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Fish poop is awesome.
Interesting.
It is.
I have,
it's
Yeah,
the
there's a lot of
algae
good
in
stuff
it.
Well, and I know there's ways to do hydroponic where it actually grows in the water. I just have never heard of actually using like the
Aquaponics.
fish tank water to hydrate your
Yeah,
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
90s.
I
Yeah,
have
that
an
Yes.
aquaponic
Well, thank you.
setup, except for I'm doing a live
See,
video.
this is why we have the Bud Show.
I literally have an
You can learn.
aquaponics tank, and I have a couple of leafy greens and stuff, and some onions, and I currently like have a little sprout growing.
And then in
And
the is there a
I
fishy?
have guppies. I
Yeah,
have a
there's
bunch of
guppies
guppies, a
underneath it.
ton of
Uh-huh.
guppies.
All right, so I might
And-
copy you.
It
Is this
was
okay?
like
Is this an
45
okay
bucks.
copy?
It was like 45 bucks, and
All right,
it's
I'm
like an
looking it up.
it's an aquaponics Aquatech tank or
I'm gonna look
whatever,
it up.
5.5 gallons. Awesome.
I'm gonna look it up.
I love it.
It's
Dude.
So
cute.
if I
You come
copy
in
you
and
on
it's
this
got
one,
the-
don't
all
get
the-
mad at me.
It's okay. I'm
I
giving
try to
it
be
to
original,
you. I
but-
want you to copy me.
Okay.
Let's be friends.
Copying somebody
We
is
are
the
friends,
best form of
Jelly.
flattery.
Aw. What a great show so far. I love this. Great conversation, great people, great edibles.
Oh,
Thank you.
Don't make me cry.
Aw.
What?
So, So
Oh,
these
can we
have
try
been-
those?
Yes. So they've
Yes!
actually been on our show for weeks, but I've never
I can
actually broke
go-
them open.
I've seen them at the
Nice.
dollar
So-
store, wondering. I'm so excited, guys. It's these little juke things. I've seen them at the dollar store forever.
So I think we need like a spoon or something, maybe. I don't know.
I was just gonna go ham
We might
and
have
just
to
I mean,
open it up and
I've
like,
already got
pour
chocolatey
one and-
fingers. I'm eating a flippin'
Open it up.
lollipop. I feel like a child already. Like my
are.
napkin
You're
is
mine.
useless. You punny motherfucker.
So
That looks interesting. I'm a texture person, so I'm interested if I'm even one.
all right. So they're
You know, but I'm
coconut
like-
gel.
Let's see.
And
I
I'm a
got that
texture
at the-
person also.
Eyeball in
I'm totally a texture person also, just so you know.
I can get it at Walmart too.
But so they're just coconut gel. They are a product of Keong Nusantara Abadi.
I was high as shit trying to
Indonesia.
read that.
Indonesia. And they have an email address of info@wongcoco.com or a website of juicycubes.com.
Cute. Oh, wow.
Cube.
All right,
Juicy
juicy.
Cubes. So, do not choke on
Or
these
cube,
guys.
or like-
Do not choke.
Okay, now that you
You
said
get a
it, it
spoon?
might happen. You put it in
Oh, I
the
love
universe.
you.
Put it in your mouth.
Thank you.
You eat these.
Yeah, you eat them. Oh my god.
Think
She-
about
They're not.
She
like,
can't handle it.
it.
her face. She can't handle it.
if I can
You gonna
open
squeeze
it.
them in your water?
Put them in there.
I don't know, but I'm dying on this. This is so lovely.
It was.
This
it
is
is.
amazing.
I love salt and vinegar
Alright.
chips. Like this
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Wow.
So let's see.
Feeling appropriate.
Sucking on a lollipop.
I'm sucking
on
on a
air.
lollipop. How do you? How
So
do
I
you
might have to like
just leave
pour
it
it
in
into
the
one.
appropriately? But then I'm sad about my teeth, and then I just want it on my tongue.
Yeah, like we may have to divvy it out once I.
It
This-
looks so
Here,
weird
put,
now,
like, 2
more
in
than
each
it
one.
did. I don't know.
Oh my god.
I
Here,
love
just
it.
Put 2
What
in
is
each
that?
one. That's just our serving
It
bowl.
looks like when
I
you
have
get
more
the,
bowls.
What is that? The fruit cocktail?
Oh, and then fruit cups.
Yeah,
Wait,
fruit
we can
cups.
hand that way to our lovely camera guy,
Yeah.
and then that one will be
That
you,
was kind of weird.
and then this one will be you,
I'm interested.
It looks
and then that one's
so
you,
excited.
Mr. Miguel, and then
Alright.
look, 2 for you and 2 for me.
You're supposed to drink the water too.
There's
Are
a good
you?
amount of little
Uh-huh.
water in here.
Okay, well if anyone wants more of the
Here,
juice,
Yeah,
I can
the
divide
the juice
water
is
up more,
good.
'cause-
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
isn't it?
yeah. That's good. I like it.
oh good, so everyone likes my.
Does
I
anybody
like
want
it.
more water? Oh, here.
I need, yeah. I was gonna
Okay,
say,
that is
this
not
one
the
right
texture
there.
I thought that was gonna happen.
It looks like
Wow.
Jello.
Yeah.
Weird.
Look at you too.
All right, let's see. I don't know.
All right.
about this.
Wow.
I'm a texture weirdo too, but I don't think this one's gonna
I'm
bother
gonna
me.
just pop one in my mouth though.
Oh,
Oh.
I don't like the
Oh.
texture.
You don't like it? I like it. I like the. I like all
I
of
like
it.
oh, I did not know that was gonna be
I like
like
it.
that.
What is that trying to be like? What is that in person? It's so good.
I'm,
Oh, that would
I'm
be
still
good,
Like
like,
I'm struggling with.
I like it.
I don't
oh,
like the texture though. It's like
Oh, I'm with you.
meat or something.
I mean,
It's
still
like
chewing.
yeah, it is.
Why?
It's
Why
like
is it
it's
still
like
chewing
vegan.
Like,
Not
still
vegan.
going.
It's like
I'm
a
still going.
vegetable meat. What is happening in my mouth
The
though?
weirdness.
I put it on there, too.
All right, so
Why did I have to break it apart? Can I have more?
Here.
Can I have the juice? Mom don't
Yay or
like.
nay? Did you like it, Leanna?
No,
No,
I did
she
not.
spit it out.
Shelly,
There's a lot of juice.
did you like it? Clearly, you're eating more. Yes, not my lollipop. I know
No.
you like those.
This
I'm
was
like,
the
do you
original.
like
There's
it?
a lot of
Yeah.
juice in there, like,
There's a whole bunch
What? I
more.
almost died.
Hey, there's more in there if you want more.
Ugh.
Yeah, this is weird.
Miguel, yay or nay? Did you like them?
I like the flavor.
That wasn't
The
fully
texture-
answering the
texture's kinda
question.
weird.
Okay.
I don't
Do you
even
want
know
some
how
more?
to describe that.
Ah, he
Yeah.
liked. I'm gonna say yes. He liked them. He wants some more.
Yeah.
You think it's
Christina,
gonna
yay
taste
or
like
nay?
a piece
I
of
don't know.
Jello
The
or
taste
something?
is really good. If it with the juice, I'll take the juice and freeze it and make some type of frozen pop. But I didn't like the texture.
The juice is really good.
Camera guy. I mean, I know your name. I don't mean to be so rude.
That was rude.
No, I mean, I have lots of names for him. That's way nicer than many. No, I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
okay.
So you like them? You're a yay on them?
Yeah.
Like
It's
you
a
want to eat some
literal
more?
gel.
So it's half and half. That's
Yeah.
not even a good ratio.
Uh,
All right, so we need anyone at home who's ever had these before and watching to let us know. I should show you the right side. If you like them, this is
Yeah,
what
I
we
do.
want to know. Do you like this? And
Are
if you
we
don't know
supposed
what it is,
to eat these
then
ones?
go to
I know,
juicycubes.com.
Juicycubes.com.
Yes,
are you
it's
supposed to eat
it's
them?
I already
something,
did, so-
water, sugar, strawberry,
It says not to
citric
choke on
acid.
them.
Yeah. No, you're totally supposed to eat
What
them.
does that
Yeah?
even mean?
Okay.
Yes.
Right?
Okay.
Don't choke on
Yes.
them. Don't choke on them.
Like it feels like it's gonna get stuck to my teeth, but it doesn't. And I'm just squishing it smaller and
Yeah.
smaller.
That's what I'm doing.
And then you keep
Like
chewing
gum.
and chewing and it
Yeah.
doesn't
I
go
guess
away,
it
but it
reminds me of,
loses
like,
all
the rough
flavor.
Part of like pineapple.
It's weird.
Like a hard pineapple texture.
Yeah.
Like I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like
Okay,
a
pineapple
that's
meat.
The
the
heart
part
of the yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it
Okay.
seemed like when it was coming apart. I'm like, okay.
But
let's
it's a
do it.
gel. I'm so
That's why it was
confused.
weird.
All right.
It was really weird. You guys have to try it.
We got like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
That's a lie. We probably got like 10 minutes. Let's
We
talk some
talked
serious stuff real quick. No, we're going to chat some more serious. All right, so I want you guys to each tell our viewers in as much detail as you can or feel comfortable.
Okay.
why you medicate and how you medicate. And if you've already gone into it a little bit, if anyone else, that's okay. But maybe just a little bit as to why you medicate and how you medicate. And then also, let's answer the question of, you know, what is something that's important to you in this industry? What's something you've learned that's important? What is something that, you know, you think is essential to the industry? So let's just share with our viewers. I mean, we have everyone here has different perspectives of the cannabis industry. We have different generations. We have different genres of even using the CBD and THC in different ways. So if you guys don't mind me asking, we're going to go left to right. Miguel, you're on the spot. So
All right.
Yeah.
why do you medicate would be the first thing if you don't mind.
I started young just to do it. You know.
Recreational.
Yeah.
You were doing
recreational.
research. We didn't know
Okay,
back
yeah.
then. We
Yeah.
call that
Yeah.
research, Miguel.
So yeah, I was doing research.
Doing
Yes.
interviews.
Thank you, Jimmy Joints from Undo, for that term. Research.
And then actually, I don't know how to. I did it for a few years, and then all of a sudden I would get like real bad anxiety or panic attacks from it, and so I stopped. And then when I learned about CBD and the benefits, because I mean I love the plant and all the benefits that comes from it, but the anxiety was just sometimes too much for me. So I started doing the CBD to help me with anxiety, and then I started medicating again, which helped me out. And I don't medicate like I used to. I'm more when I get home from work and you know, getting ready to lay down, watch some TV, get the munchies, you know.
Yeah, end of the
Eat
day.
some cereal, Go-Gurts, love Go-Gurts. Yeah,
Go-Gurt.
Go-Gurts, I love them. And something to me that was real important was CBD. You know, it helps. You know, when people can't smoke, you know, or don't like to smoke, the CBD helps with whatever they're dealing with, whatever illness or you know problems that they have. It helps. And hemp. I mean, hemp's a real big thing. That hemp, was it that farm bill that passed? Man, I'm looking forward to everything that's gonna bring. You know,
Yeah.
it's just it's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
yeah.
There's lots of good. We also
Yes.
have to look for some of the cons, though, right? Like,
Yeah.
you got to be wary, because I think I heard Walmart or Walgreens or someone is going to start selling CBD.
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah.
that is,
Yeah.
to me, that's a
CVS.
little bit
Yeah.
scary.
That is very
CVS bought
scary.
about 600 grow licenses.
Yeah, like, these things to me are scary.
Yeah, that part is
You know.
really scary.
Well, then somebody can just grab it and not be educated about it, and
Oh, thank you. I love that you tell me about the events. Yes, we'll tell. We'll tell. Thank you, Miss Venus. You're the best. We have notes about upcoming events that we'll go over in just a minute. Yay. Okay, so all right, Keith. So as far as how do you medicate? Can we ask, like, what's your favorite way? You said CBD, so
Yeah, well, and CBD. Well, I mix it.
Okay.
I'll get CBD flower, you know, and I'll throw a little bit of THC, but I do more indica. Sativas give me too much anxiety.
yeah, I was gonna say a lot of
Yeah.
times that anxiety does come from sativas.
Yeah.
And when we didn't know about
Yeah.
medicine to
Yeah.
know what we were medicating on, it was really easy to be medicating on the
Yeah.
wrong type, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Your research wasn't very valid because we didn't have all the information
Yeah.
behind the science, right?
Yeah.
You just thought you were doing regular research and getting anxiety, and you're like, WTF?
Yeah. Yeah.
You were that was probably the sativa, right?
Yeah.
And so again, had we known what we know now, you would have just been able to switch it up and do things a little bit different, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's also really interesting. Sometimes people try things or think they've done cannabis and they've done it one time and they don't like it or it's not for them.
Yeah.
And they don't really know. They haven't really given the plant the full opportunity in all of the different, ways that it can help them. That's just my opinion, right? So again, I speak from opinion, but so I think a lot of the times we just don't know, right? And so we need to do research, right?
Yeah.
And
I do a lot. With
a lot of research.
I do a lot of research with indica. I'm always looking for a good indica that helps with anxiety. You know.
Are there any strains that you've found that are really good?
I like the Charlotte's Web, and it's weird because that one is actually a sativa, but it doesn't give me the anxiety because the THC level is a little bit lower. The CBD is higher. You know, so the CBD helps me that way, and when I mix it too with like an indica and some CBD, oh yeah, I like it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
it helps a lot.
Nice. And
Yeah.
people I just think they don't know the benefits of CBD. They don't know it can come in flour.
Yeah.
Like so often now people are like, wait, there's CBD flour, and it's like, well, where do you think the other stuff, like, this is all coming from a plant, right?
Yeah.
I mean, at the
Right.
end of the day.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting how we have it all in these forms, and so many people don't even know how it comes in flour
Yeah,
form,
and
right?
I prefer flour.
Nice.
Yeah, I prefer
It's
flour.
awesome.
Yeah,
It's so awesome.
the
I've-
wax is too much for me.
Yeah,
you
I've
know?
been blessed to have some great CBD flour. Hempful Farms actually gave us some that was
Yeah.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
So, I
That's
mean,
what we
and
got the last one was so
yeah,
good.
it smells so good. It tastes
Oh,
so
yeah,
good. It's just
yeah.
amazing. So,
Yeah.
yes. All right. So, Miss Christina, why do you smoke? What's your method and what's important to you in the industry? And you can't copy what anyone else said.
Oh.
Ooh, you have to go last. Ooh.
Well, I medicate. I have a bad knee, so I get arthritis a lot, and then get tension in my knee. So, and I'm on my feet a lot, doing a lot of different stuff. So, I medicate for that reason. That usually affects me at night, so I take indica at night for that. But during the day, I need sativa to get my mind going and start focusing on everything that I do and keep track of all of my day-to-day stuff. Scheduling and posting on all these other businesses. We were talking about Instagram earlier. You have to keep on top of social media when you have a business. So sativa helps me get going and get motivated. And it helps with controlling my mind, because otherwise I'll wander and I'll get lost doing something else and I'll waste time. Next thing you know, hours pass by. So
Yeah.
but sativa helps me with that.
Yeah.
For sure. And then I get my indica in the evening, and I'm actually able to go for runs, and it feels good, even though the knee's not, but I'm able to like do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so that
Doesn't
helps
mean you're
me.
healed, right?
Yeah,
It
it
doesn't
doesn't
heal
mean you're
you.
healed.
No.
But
Right.
it allows, and I always tell my mom, because my mom's a big patient of mine, and she has chronic pain, and sometimes when I give her something that's like really, really good, medicated, she's like trying to do some stuff, and I'm like, Ma,
Yeah.
So hard.
you need to calm down. And she's like, I'm feeling good. And I'm like, you don't understand, like, you're still, the pain's there, you just can't feel it
Yeah,
right
you
now,
don't-
you
yeah.
know? But yeah, so I get to do my runs with indica, and one of my favorites is Blue Dream. I can't get over Blue Dream. It's always been a favorite of mine. But I did start also recreational research.
Research, yeah.
But I never really had a problem. It always, like, I just did use it just to kind of giggle and have a good time, but never actually use it for the benefits that I do now, where I'm like, I use certain strands for certain things depending on what I'm doing that day.
Well, and you couldn't use it in that capacity back then because we
No.
just didn't have the knowledge,
was
right?
just-
You couldn't say that you were using
Yeah.
it for this or that because you didn't really know why you were using
You
it,
just
right?
got whatever you got.
But right, and
know,
you
it made you
hoped it
feel
would,
good.
and you would hope
Yeah.
it would make you feel good, right?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what it was, and so it's so amazing that we're now in this medicinal time when we can really, know about all the different strains and learn about how they impact us and decide for ourselves too. Like how amazing is to go to a dispensary or even a caregiver and have an option of 4, 5, 40, 50,
Yeah.
depending on where you go, different buds. And so, I mean, even whether it's 4 or, 24, you used to have 1, maybe 2, and that wasn't even always good back in the day. And so it just says a lot. We've come a long way with our medicine, and it's going to be really interesting to see where we continue to go.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, I'm excited to see where we go
Yeah.
with this.
As we continue.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Miss Shelley, you told us a little bit about why you medicate. Do you want to tell us a little bit more and how you
Yeah.
medicate and what's important to you in the industry right now?
Oh gosh. Okay. So I medicate mainly for my fibromyalgia and my daily pain. I have arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. I also have a family history of a disease called CADASIL. I can't say the actual full name anymore, but it's basically a stroke disorder. And I have had at least 2 mini strokes, which are not super awesome. They're really terrifying. They do mess with me, and it's a mini stroke, and it just means a tiny little part of my brain didn't get oxygen or blood flow for a little part, and something happened. Like right now, I don't necessarily have like real emotions that I can attached to memories, kind of weirdness, but I medicate for my depression alongside of the fibromyalgia because that's probably number one. I've been I've had severe chronic depression basically since I was 10. Really sad to say, especially now that my mom is sitting here, is that I have attempted suicide at least 3 times by the time I was 10 to 13, mainly in junior high. Yeah, wow. Terrifying. But that was just kind of hard to deal with.
I don't have more.
Have more what?
No, we're fine.
Okay.
No,
I'm good.
No, we're cool. No, we're cool.
Yeah.
We've talked about this.
I want to cry.
You want to cry?
We talked about this.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if I
we've
have more
worked
for
on
you.
it.
I don't know if I have more for me.
I love you, Mom.
I don't know if you need any.
But that's what I mainly I went into teaching and I mainly wanted to be the person and be the adult that little 10-year-old Shelley needed. So that's why I went into teaching, and I know for certain I have saved at least 3 little lives from doing something terrible to themselves. That's where I'm going to choke up, because I saved those little kids. Like, just because somebody was able to sit and talk and be open and be like, hey, what's really bothering you? Like, why are you really doing this as a kid? Like, that was super important to me. And that's why I also wanted, when I moved from teaching into cannabis, I wanted to still help. I wanted to still teach. I wanted to help kids. And I just want people, I'm going to start getting really emotional here. I'm just so passionate about, I want people to have a good quality of life. I want everyone to have the opportunity, and I want them to have the chance to live life the way that they're supposed to live. Even, like, just to the best of their ability. And that's not fair that somebody doesn't, just because somebody doesn't understand how your pain or how you feel, doesn't mean that it's not valid and that you can't be helped with it. If somebody prolongs it for that long, especially if you're a small child, you then become a messed up adult. That's not okay, and now we're a bunch of messed up adults trying to figure out why we've been smoking cannabis for so long. Like,
all
and then we
this
finally
research
figure
we're trying
it
to figure
out.
Right? Where did it all come from?
Yeah, but I use cannabis mainly for the depression and the anxiety, because sometimes I'll just sit there and it'll get really, really bad. I used to have suicidal tendencies and thoughts to it. I still sometimes have thoughts that are really bad, but I never act on them, and it's mainly because cannabis, and 100% because of my daily dose of CBD. Whether it be a little bit or a lot, it really does it puts me in a more control state of, I am aware of the thoughts that I have, I'm aware of the feelings that I'm feeling, and I'm aware that they are not what controls my body right now. They, this is just a scary time right now. I don't have to live here. I don't have to dwell here, and I can leave. And CBD has been one of the only things that have helped me. But in the terms of not using antidepressants, and you need to use antidepressants because if your brain, like mine, has been soaked in sadness since they were 10, how are you ever going to know what happiness truly feels like and truly is until you've had your brain cleaned of all of that sadness and your antidepressant actually has shown you what it's supposed to look like? Then you can register and realize what it is. But that's mainly why I smoke, and fibromyalgia, all the funness in my brain just to feel better. But just the pain, the daily nerve pain and depression. Not bad.
And what's important to you in the cannabis industry right now?
Oh gosh, the education, and I'm so proud of this industry because the last time they tried in legislation, and I'm so proud of our state, that they tried to tax us, 25% tax on our cannabis when most of us are on a fixed income. Like, I got Ethel coming in here with her Social Security check, and she's still taking care of 2 of her grandkids. Where is this extra money coming from? And she's off all her pills, and she's got to get cannabis. Now it's 25% tax? No way.
Yep, we fought it. The people fought it.
800 people called one representative. I am so proud of Arizona. Arizona patients, because of you, we got it killed. They just said, give it up. This is BS.
Yeah, which if it had passed in Phoenix, it would have continued to pass in other cities, right?
I'm
So
gonna
we would have
flip-
been screwed. Yeah.
Tiny table. Imaginary tables are being flipped right now.
I love it.
But I'm so proud of Arizona because we didn't let that happen.
Yeah.
We are so demanding in our testing. We want
we need
the
to
truth.
continue to be that way.
We
need to
do.
continue
Do
to
it.
demand testing
We are
and
heard.
legislative that's
Call.
beneficial for the people. So
Be annoying.
Yeah.
Call your representative. Be annoying.
yes,
That
We'll post
receptionist
some
is
of those
tired.
phone numbers. Like we
They
always
have to
tell
listen
our.
to us.
They're
Our
tired of
guests to
hearing
post
your
them.
They
voice.
have to listen
Yeah.
to us whether you write letters or call them. They have to. That's what they're there.
All right. So for sake of everyone's bedtime, why do you medicate?
Yep,
What's
mama.
your passion or what you're interested in the industry?
Well, I've medicated since a young age.
Research. Just teasing.
Young age, and being a single mom with 2 boys prior, there was not a lot of getting away and excitement. So then that's when I started using, not realizing that the benefits that I was receiving, and looking at my mom and my sister and the health conditions that they have now are not the same health conditions that I do have.
Yeah.
But there are some that I've overcome and that I overcome every day. I had a thyroid removed due to a goiter, which doesn't happen very often. It happens in third world countries more than it does in this country. And luckily, I had a great doctor, so you can't even really tell. But there are side effects when you take that medication. People say, why don't you go organic? That is a thing. However, when I don't have thyroid medication in 6 weeks, I'm dead. So that's scary to me.
Yeah.
And I also have rheumatoid arthritis, so my choice is I like indica because it's more of a pain reliever. And being a hairstylist for 30 years in the business, working 90 hours a week, as a single mother, you're on your feet and you're running 4 salons, and that was a lot of work, and that beat my body up.
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why. And I medicate. I use flour. I have pens. I eat edibles. I have patches, CBDs, RSO. I love RSO. When I go to bed at night, it helps me just I wake up the next morning and I'm like, I feel good. So, yeah.
Awesome. All right, so what's important to you in the cannabis industry?
The most important thing to me in the cannabis industry is educating people, getting rid of this, you're just wanting to get stoned all the time, and,
Yeah.
and
Oh, right.
you,
That's like
you're
the
just
most
trying to.
annoying
It's
right
like a
there. We've
cult,
heard that
and,
Yes.
so many
and
times.
it's really not.
It's medicine.
It's medicine.
It's a
and-
cult.
Yeah, I've heard
Who
some
said?
of those, and I'm like, okay,
It's a
if that's
cult.
okay, well, okay, whatever you believe, and I'll let you believe that. But one day that person comes to ask you, well, what is a CBD?
They always come back.
Yeah.
They always
And
come
you're
back.
like, okay, now this is what this is, and this is what this is for,
Yeah.
and what are you looking for? How are you feeling? How do you want to feel?
Yeah.
How do you want to medicate? What's your preferences?
Yeah.
So.
Well, I love it. All right, so I got to say thank you to everyone for being here. So we have 3 things to do before we leave. I got to announce a few upcoming events. Thank you, Miss Phoenix, for reminding me. So tomorrow is the AZ Normal Monthly Meeting at 7 p.m., Tuesday the 2nd. There are guest speakers, Steve Mobley, not sure how to anyone. Mobley, and Stacy Theus with the Arizona Justice League, who we super love and has come out to all of the hempful markets that we've done. And that is going to be at 929 East Indian School. So make sure you head out to that. On the 11th of this month is Women Grow event, and that is at a new venue called The Venue. So make sure you check it out. We're super excited.
That's
On the 12th, Yep.
Yeah.
On the 12th is going to be Pink Kush Network's event, so we're super excited. They had a very successful Mental Health Awareness Friday. That was amazing.
Yeah.
And Sunday,
Great
or
speakers.
this next event is going to be amazing as well. So Friday, April 12th. So we are super excited about that. So
Catch us
there's
there.
there's oh yeah, we'll all
Yeah,
be
we
there.
will all
Oh,
be
yeah,
there.
we'll
Catch
all
us
be
all
there.
there.
What's in the box? Do I get to ask?
Well, it was past midnight yet?
Oh yeah, it's way past. It's
Oh,
12:07.
it's past midnight?
Yeah, what is it though?
They're for you.
What is it?
They're brownies.
Oh,
yeah.
I love hosting the show. Oh my goodness. What is this?
Gosh, dang
Look
it.
at letters.
They're brownies.
Wait. Oh, brownies. Oh, she's such a ball buster. I was like, wait, that's not
Brownies.
She's a ball buster. And it's April Fool's. I got April freaking fooled. Oh my God. I love it.
I was so excited for some brownies.
Right? Shelly, me and you are totally friends, by the way, because I
That
was
was
ready
my
to eat
fear. I
more.
was like, then I'm gonna have to bring real brownies.
Did you?
No, I'm so sorry.
Next time we're gonna hold her
But
accountable.
no,
This is hilarious.
You're lucky.
I got
You're
April
lucky
Fool's.
to have a lollipop.
Oh, this is hilarious. Brownies. I love it. Thank you for freaking
I
getting
didn't
me.
make those, so I still could say I
this is
made them.
hilarious.
Yes,
Thank
you
you for the hilarious
I made you
gift.
brownies.
I am so thankful for my guests here this evening. Thank you, Miguel, for hanging out with this lady. I know
Yeah.
sometimes, we can be a lot.
Just hang out with the ladies.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
do.
there's
Oh, yeah.
a guy in the room, so he's not all alone, but yeah, so
He's
thank
We
you
see him. We
for
see
all
him.
of the amazing goodies. I mean, I can't say enough how amazing everything is, was,
You guys
will
keep the
continue to
rest.
be. So thank you.
Like,
Super
oh,
excited.
dibs.
I'm so
I
excited.
want that other extra bacon. There's one
Oh
extra
yeah, I put the
bacon.
extra bacon in there.
So one more time, just say where we can find you on Instagram, and we will close out the night, everybody.
Oh, Fusion's Incredible Edibles.
Perfect. What about you all?
Dank Diaries 420.
The Medicine Woman 420.
Super. And of course, you can find us on the Bud Card or the Bud Show, where we obviously are going to have more educational sessions for you. So please stay tuned for future ones. Thank you so much for Support District Radio, for everything that you do for us, and for having us here in house this evening. And we certainly look forward to our future shows as well. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
Don't forget to be awesome.
All right, we're still on up there, so